ever made a decision just because you felt lonely or desperate? Maybe you rushed into a relationship and made a big life change or clung to someone who wasn't good for you. You're not alone. Today we are talking about why you should never act out of desperation or loneliness and how to break free from those patterns. Why acting out of desperation or loneliness is harmful. When you're desperate or lonely, your judgment gets, well, let's just say a little off balance. And here's why acting out of these emotions can be quite damaging. First, desperate decisions always lead to short term fixes. Sure, they might feel good in the moment, but they rarely address the real issue. Rushing into a relationship to avoid being alone might leave you with someone who doesn't truly align with your values. Or maybe you've taken a job you didn't really want just because you were scared of uncertainty. Sounds familiar? No, acting out of loneliness can also chip away at your self worth, which is very, very important. It feels like you're settling or ignoring your true needs, and that can lead to regret or resentment down the line. Let's talk about a few common actions people take when they're feeling desperate or lonely. Number one, as previously mentioned, rushing into relationships just to avoid being alone. Number two, making hasty life decisions like moving or changing jobs without proper thought. Number three, overextending yourself, saying yes to things just to feel accepted. Number four, overindulging in distractions like social media. Five, clinging to toxic relationships because of the fear of solitude. Now, we've all been there in one way or the other, but here's the good news. You don't have to stay stuck in those patterns, especially as now approaching 2025. Since we're approaching 2025, this is the perfect moment in some good habits. What to do instead? Since loneliness is inevitable, what can we do when desperation kicks in? I have 5 strategies that really help. Number one, focus on self care. Whether it's exercise, journaling, or meditation, take care of yourself. Number two, build self awareness. Understand what you truly makes you happy. 3, create healthy connections. Look for relationships that bring joy and mutual respect, not a quick fix. 4, embrace solitude. Learn to enjoy your own company. Start a hobby, read a book, or explore something you're passionate about. 5, seek support. If it feels overwhelming, don't be afraid to reach out to a trusted friend, mentor, or therapist. The power of intentional choices. Loneliness isn't a curse, it's an opportunity to grow, to reconnect with yourself, to build the life you really want. When you stop making decisions out of desperation, you start choosing based on what truly serves you. That's where the means. So, what do you think? Have you ever caught yourself acting out of loneliness or desperation? And what helped you overcome it? Let me know in the comments. I love